Athlon Midas G2 UHD 10x50 binoculars, the silent game changer for serious outdoors. You've stood at the edge of a field before sunrise, straining to pull detail out of the gray. The elk is there. You feel it. But your binoculars give you blur where you need certainty, and that moment passes before you can confirm what you saw. Light doesn't wait. Most people never calculate that cost. The lost identification, the hesitation, the decision you couldn't make confidently because your optics couldn't keep up with the environment you were in. And it's not dramatic. It just slowly chips away at every outing. So let me ask you something quiet. How many moments have already slipped because your glass wasn't good enough to hold them still? Here's what nobody says out loud. Every time your optics fall short, you lose time re-scanning what you should have already confirmed. That compounds. Over a season, it becomes real money spent on trips where you came home uncertain instead of decisive. Worse, it drains the energy you showed up with. That quiet, focused calm you need in the field gets replaced by a low-grade frustration that you push down and ignore. You adjust, you compensate, you convince yourself that good enough is fine. But somewhere deeper, you know you're giving the environment an advantage it shouldn't have over you. The colors bleed at high contrast edges. The image dims 10 minutes before legal shooting light actually fades. Your hands tire faster because you're working harder to extract what a better optic would hand you effortlessly. Something better has been sitting right there, waiting. This is where the Athlon Optics 10x50 Midas G2 UHD binoculars enter, and everything changes. The mechanism is simple. Extra low dispersion glass, ESP dielectric prism coating reflecting over 99% of available light, and a magnesium chassis that keeps it all stable in your hands without punishing your neck by noon. That's the whole system, working quietly together. Here's what that actually unlocks as quiet superpowers. 1. Colors appear exactly as they exist in nature. Not warmer, not shifted. 2. Chromatic fringing at high contrast edges essentially disappears. 3. Images stay bright and usable in conditions where lesser glass gives you mush. 4. 16.9 millimeters of eye relief means eyeglass wearers get the full field, no cropping. 5. XPL coating keeps exterior lenses protected from oil, scratches, and field grime. 6. The argon-purged seal holds in every weather condition you'll realistically face. And yes, I tested this myself. A friend swapped from his Vortex Vipers mid-hunt and said without drama that he wasn't switching back. Wait, is that actually allowed at this price point? Apparently, yes. There is one optical adjustment most owners never make that quietly doubles their experience. We'll get there. You've stood at the edge of a field before sunrise, straining to pull detail out of the gray. The elk is there. You feel it. But your binoculars give you blur where you need certainty, and that moment passes before you can confirm what you saw. Light doesn't wait. Most people never calculate that cost. The lost identification, the hesitation, the decision you couldn't make confidently because your optics couldn't keep up with the environment you were in. And it's not dramatic. It just slowly chips away at every outing. So let me ask you something quiet. How many moments have already slipped because your glass wasn't good enough to hold them still? The Athlon Optics 10x50 Midas G2 UHD binoculars give you the kind of clarity that stops second-guessing and starts confirming. That's the real shift, from uncertain to decided, every single time you raise the glass.
stock on this configuration moves, and for good reason. The value gap between what this costs and what it performs like is the kind of thing people quietly take advantage of before it closes. Link in the description, first one pinned to the top. Consider this the friend who just handed you the glass and said, "Go ahead, see for yourself."
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.